morning and welcome to the Strictly Sock Along vlog 1. I seem to be really far away from you. Hold on. That's both better and worse at the same time. Better because you're a bit closer and worse because you're a bit closer. I'm not wearing any makeup because if I have to put makeup on every time I pick up a camera, I'd have to wear makeup 24/7 at the moment, I think. So you'll just have to take me as you find me. Welcome to the Strictly Sock Along vlog 1. I'm hopefully going to be releasing a very short video every week throughout the duration of the Strictly Sock Along. Just a little sock along vloggy catch up. Today I'm going to show you the two pairs of Strictly socks that I'm working on. If you don't know what the Strictly Sock Along is, all the links are underneath and the hashtag is on the screen. You can use that on Instagram. And basically there are chances to win prizes if you're joining in. It's an annual make along where we knit or crochet socks during the season that Strictly Come Dancing is on the telly. It's a really fun make along. Cheating is encouraged. Everything's sparkly, glamorous and fabulous, and it's meant to be a really positive end to the year where we can all just have fun, and you can double dip, and there are rules but you're not supposed to follow them, and lots of lovely people donate lovely prizes. And as of last year we started having a bit of a charity element, and this year the revenue from all of the videos, these Strictly vlog videos, will be going to Crohn's and Colitis UK, and I will get on to why I've chosen that charity in a minute, but it is a charity very close to my heart. And also raising money is Lindsay of Stitch Create Love. I'm going to move over so I can put some pictures up. She has got 3 sock patterns on Ravelry. They are beautiful, and all of the profits from the sale of those socks during the Strictly Sock Along, so from now until the end of the year, will be donated to Crohn's and Colitis UK as well, which is amazing. So if you're still on the hunt for the perfect Strictly sock pattern, I would highly recommend going and checking out those patterns from Lindsay's store, because you'll be helping the chosen charity this year as well, which will make you fabulous. Do you like my fabulous mug, by the way? These are not a thing that you can buy, but you can buy badges with this design on. I did this design, and the lovely Adele at Toadstool House Art helped me to finesse the design and get it all proper and much better than I'd done it, and straighten it all out so I could put it onto badges. And she did that just out of the kindness of her heart. And now she printed a mug for me with that design. She prints mugs as part of her shop. I'll put the link to her shop underneath, and she sent me this as a gift. So now in all of these videos you will see me gulping tea out of my Strictly Socks mug. I'll put the link to the badges underneath as well, shall I? That might be helpful. I had to close my shop last week because my husband was tested positive for COVID. He's not been very unwell and he's out of isolation now. But because I had to take on all the house stuff and everything, I didn't have time to run a shop as well. But it's open again as of today. Yay! I don't know what that was. Right, I'm going to show you my socks. I've got 2 pairs. One is my cheaty pair of Strictly socks that I've started last week, well in advance of the start of the sock along. I love them. I'm in a real sock knitting mood at the moment, which is handy. Look at this yarn. These are going to be for my youngest daughter Phoebe, because she's not previously been that interested in hand knitted socks, but she's been stealing mine recently and she's asked for her own pair. This yarn is sparkly. I don't know if you can quite see it sparkly. It's called Past the Quality Streak. So it's actually a Christmas yarn, and it's by Back to Blighty. I don't have Becky's little card with me, but you will see it because I'm going to talk about another one of her yarns in a minute. So she's Back to Blighty Designs, and the pattern I'm using, which you can't see because it is quite a busy variegated yarn, but it's beautiful. It's so tactile and squidgy, is the Sugar Icing Socks by Sandra Paul of Cherry Heart. And I love it. So this is about as long as I'm going, I think, in the leg, and then I'm going to start the heel. I knit my socks concurrently, so I've got another one on the go that's just a little bit behind. I'm going to catch that one up and then do the heel on both of them at the same time, so I know I'm in exactly the same spot. This is the yarn in its cake. I love it. And I've been loving working on this. So this is the socks I was working on whilst I was watching the launch show. Did you watch the launch show? It was so good. And they ended with a BTS song, so the girls just practically exploded with excitement. Loving so many of the pairings. Oh God, I'm going to have to try and recall this in my mind now. John and Johannes, amazing, amazing. Johannes jumped out of a sparkly cake. You can't get more Strictly than that. Who else did we like? Judy and Graziano, was she paired with Graziano? We thought they looked really good. Tom Fletcher, of course. And this leads me on to the charity element. Tom and Amy. So Tom Fletcher is a celebrity. He's been paired with the professional dancer Amy Dowden. We then, after the launch show, watched a documentary on the BBC called Strictly Amy, which was about her lifelong struggle with the inflammatory bowel disease Crohn's. And it really hit home a lot of things, and so many of her experiences mirrored my own. When I was 18, I started to experience symptoms, and it wasn't for another couple of years that I was diagnosed, I think at 20, with ulcerative colitis, which is another form of inflammatory bowel disease. Crohn's affects your entire digestive tract. Ulcerative colitis affects only your large intestine. And I was ill for most of my adult life, basically. And then in 2012, so 9 years ago now, when I was 33, 34, I had a total proctocolectomy. So I had my entire large intestine removed, and I had a J pouch formed. So I had an ileostomy, which is an external bag. I had that for about 6 weeks only, because it was it caused me all kinds of problems, made me very, very ill. And then it was reversed, and my new J pouch, which is an internal pouch made out of my small intestine, now does the job. So as you can imagine, Crohn's and Colitis UK, who do a lot of work to help people with inflammatory bowel disease and a lot of research and fund a lot of stuff like that, is a charity that's very close to my heart. And I was racking my brains trying to think of the perfect charity for this year. And then when I saw that documentary, realised it had a Strictly connection as well, I thought, wow, that's perfect. So all of the revenue from these videos that I'm making, these Strictly videos, from now until, I don't know, the end of January, I don't think anyone will be watching them after that, all of the revenue will go to that charity. It won't be a lot, but what I do get will go to that charity. So I hope that you will be happy to support that, and it'll be the advertising revenue, just in case you're wondering. That's how you make money on YouTube. Oh, that tea is nice. But my actual official Strictly socks are in this bag here. This is also going to be a prize. I've got 2 of these bags, and the lovely Sarah Jo Makes, who donated them, and I'll put a link to her underneath as well. She sent me 2 of these, and she said I could keep one if I wanted. So I did want, because this fabric is amazing. She's actually donated 3 other bags, which I will show you in the video next week. But look at this Charleston fabric, and it's got yellow lining. It's drawstring, but in a very satisfying turn of events for a drawstring bag. Oops, it has handles. I love it. I love it so much. It's absolutely stunningly beautiful, this bag. And she is Sarah Jo Makes, and I am using the very last minute official Strictly Sock Along yarn, which is Sockly Come Dancing by Elderflower Stitches, which I very messily caked up yesterday. But it looks lovely in its messy cake. Look at that! Oh, that looks nice. Oh, it looks beautiful. I have to say, I'm not using my normal camera because my camera broke. My precious vlogging, my precious new to me, but it's actually second-hand camera that I've had for about 18 months. I got it right at the beginning of the pandemic and lockdown in 2020. It broke. It broke yesterday. I went to turn it on. It will not function. So fortunately I had a spare one, which actually is, it was sent by lovely Robin for my girls, and they use it to make videos for their drama school projects and for doing their own little vlogs and stuff. And I've had to steal it because I've got no other option. I've never used this camera myself before, so I hope you can see and hear me okay. It looks okay on the screen, so I might have to steal this for a little while. I'm doing Vlogtober as well. What am I going to do? I was like, this can't be happening, my camera. Anyway, enough of that drama. So this is called Sockly Come Dancing by Elderflower Stitches. I have not made any progress other than a few rounds of the first sock. I couldn't be bothered caking it into 2 different cakes, so I think I'm just going to knit one sock after the other rather than concurrently. So I'm hoping I don't get second Strictly sock syndrome. Well, look at all these ends here. So I've done the first couple. It's a sock set, by the way. You get a 20-gram mini with it, which is this beautiful yellow. That's Dan coming in from the school run.
Camera working?
Well, this is the other camera. This is the one from Robin.
Okay.
Then yes, it's working. How was the school run?
It was good. I am no longer diseased.
And the COVID boy is recovered. Go away now, please. Right, he's gone now. So yeah, this is as far as I've got with my official Strictly socks. Not very far. I've just done a few rounds at the top in the yellow, and then I've just started to add in the main colour. I'm very excited about these. I am making the Crunkled socks by Kay Jones for the Bakery Bears. And loads of other people are making the Crunkled socks as well. So it's really exciting because I keep seeing them popping up and they look so squidgy and lovely. So those that are going, and it looks like a really nice, soothing, simple pattern. So those are going to be my official Strictly socks. But because I'm on a bit of a sock knitting frenzy at the moment, I was looking at some other yarn and umming and ahhing about other things I might be able to use. So I thought I'd show you some of the other Strictly yarn options that I've been looking at. Because we all like looking at yarn, don't we? Here is all of the other options that I've got. So the first one in the running, so if I have time for a third pair, is going to be this gorgeous one from Wool is the Answer. They've actually donated another one of these. This one was a gift. It arrived, it was a complete surprise. And they've donated another one of these as a prize as well. It's called FAB-U-LOUS 21. It's their Strictly sock along, well, it's their Strictly 2021 colourway. It is sparkly. And I love it. And like I say, I've got one as a prize as well. So that is definitely first in the running if I have time to make a third pair. And then I've got all of these other sort of themed yarns as well. So I said I'd show you a Back to Blighty one. That is Becky's logo there, Back to Blighty. And this is a sock set that I think I got in 2019. Yes, in August 2019. And it is called Fame. And it is so stunningly beautiful. I don't think she's selling these at the moment. But that is one I always have in mind for Strictly socks. Beautiful. This gorgeous one is just a work of art by Sherry Iris. It is called Strictly Ballroom, I believe. Yeah, it's called Strictly Ballroom. She's got a different Strictly colourway this year. It's hard to do this because I'm upside down. So she is doing Strictly yarn this year, but it's not this one. But as you can imagine, Sherry Iris, if you're familiar, is always gorgeous. And then these three are all Little French Meadow. Now, Little French Meadow no longer dye, but in 2018, I think it was, they did a whole range of colourways, especially for Strictly Come Dancing. So, and they're all sock sets and they're all beautiful. So this one is called She Was a Showgirl. Just moving the camera a bit there. I love this rich red mini. Oh, so beautiful. And then this one here is called Flamenco, which I always think is a really Christmassy looking colour. I love this one. Lovely speckles. And then this one's called the Charleston, which I think would just make lovely socks. I think Phoebe would love these as a pair of socks. She loves a bit of purple. Absolutely beautiful, but like I say, they don't dye anymore, so I've kind of been hoarding this, and that is my selection of Strictly based yarns. I've got plenty to choose from. So that is my Strictly yarns. It's been so fun following everyone on Instagram this year and in the thread on Ravelry. Everyone is being so creative with their like underhand tactics and cheating. I think this has been the cheatiest, most cunning year so far. I think you're already putting the effort in with the cheating. You can win prizes for cheating if you're really, really good. So all of the prize categories, by the way, are in the Ravelry thread, but I will, if I've got room in the description box, I'll list them in the description box. I'm going to have to change one of them because one of the prize categories is I draw a winner from the FO thread. From everyone that has finished objects in there by the date of the Blackpool show. So every year all the contestants go to the iconic Blackpool Tower Ballroom here in the UK, but they're not doing it this year because of COVID. So I think I'm going to change that to either the movie week, so made it to the movies, or musicals, made it to the musicals week. I just need to try and find out when the dates of those shows are, because there's also prizes around Halloween. I want to just make sure they're spaced out. Yeah, so I'm going to change that. Keep cheating, keep telling me how you're cheating. I'm loving reading it all on Instagram. I'm hoping to start highlighting some of the best cheats in these videos over the coming weeks. Who knows what's going to happen? I've got no idea. Right now though, I know that I've got to go and tidy up all this yarn, finish drinking my tea, do some ironing, clear up the kitchen, and go and let the chickens out to roam around the garden. They have no idea it's Strictly season. They just like scratching and eating worms. I will see you again hopefully next week for the next Strictly Sock Along vlog. Don't forget to leave a comment, because in some of the prize categories I will be drawing winners from the comments underneath these Strictly vlogs. And hopefully I'll see you again for another podcast soon as well. I've got plenty to share with you. And don't forget, keep knitting or crocheting socks. That didn't work. Bye.